Let's not sugarcoat it. If you're watching this, you already know you're not their first choice. You're the just-in-case text, the maybe plan. You're the person they remember when their real plans fall through, and you hate it. But you still answer. Why? Because deep down, you'd rather be an option than be alone. Here's the truth nobody says out loud. If you don't change something, you'll die a backup. And nobody will feel bad for you, not even you. If you're ready to stop being the fallback, keep watching. Because I'm about to say the things your friends are too polite to tell you. Ever sent a paragraph explaining how you feel, only to get a okay back? I have. I once wrote a message so long my phone crashed. She replied, "Sorry, was busy." I felt like an idiot. That's when I realized, if you have to explain your value, you've already lost the sale. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The more you explain, the less they care. You're not convincing them. You're convincing yourself to stay. Let me ask you, how many times have you tried to make them understand? How many times did it work? Exactly. Here's what happens. You pour your heart out. They give you crumbs. You tell yourself, maybe next time. But next time never comes. Try this. Next time you want to explain, don't. Just go silent. Watch how fast they notice. Or don't. Either way, you win. I once spent 3 days crafting the perfect message, thinking it would finally make her see my side. She left me on red. That was the last time I ever explained myself to someone who didn't care. But what if they keep testing your limits? That's where boundaries come in. Let's get real. Most people's boundaries are just empty threats. You say, if you do that again, I'm gone. They do it again. You stay. I did this for months. She'd cancel last minute, flirt with other guys, then say, "You're overreacting." I'd forgive her every time. Why? Because I was scared she'd actually leave. Here's the line that stings. If you let someone treat you like trash, don't be surprised when they take out the garbage. Let's get specific. If they leave you on red for days, don't double text. If they bail on plans, don't reschedule. If they flirt with others in front of you, don't compete. Walk away. Set one boundary this week. If they cross it, walk. No warning, no speech. Just leave. I remember sitting in a restaurant, waiting 45 minutes for her to show up. She texted, "Sorry, something came up." I paid for my drink, left, and never made plans with her again. Guess what? She noticed. But by then I didn't care. But what if your mind keeps drifting back to them, even after you walk away? That's where your mission comes in. Let's cut the crap. You're not busy. You're distracted. You check your phone every 5 minutes, hoping for a text. You skip the gym, you lose sleep, you stop growing. All for someone who doesn't even think about you unless they're bored. I once skipped a job interview because I thought she might call. She didn't. I didn't get the job. She didn't even notice. Here's the gut punch. If you put your life on hold for someone who won't even pause their scrolling for you, you deserve the pain you get. Let's get brutally honest. How many hours have you wasted waiting for a reply? How many times have you skipped your own plans, just in case they might want to see you? How many dreams have you put on hold for someone who wouldn't even show up for you in an emergency? Do this. Pick one thing you've been neglecting. Go all in. If you're busy building, you won't have time to beg. After my worst breakup, I started running every morning. At first, it was just to kill the pain. But after a month, I realized I was running towards something. Myself. The more I focused on my own progress, the less I cared about who was or wasn't texting me. But what about closure? What if you just need that one last conversation? Let's talk about the closure trap. You want closure. You want that one last talk, that apology, that "I'm sorry for hurting you." It's not coming. And if it does, it won't fix anything. I begged for closure once. She said, "I just need time." She was already dating someone else. Here's the ugly truth. Closure is just your excuse to keep the door open. You don't want answers. You want hope. Let's get real. You replay old conversations, looking for clues. You stalk their socials, hoping for a sign. You tell yourself, "If I just understood why, I could move on." But you won't, because you don't want to move on. You want to believe they'll come back. Stop. Write down what you learned, then burn the rest. You don't need closure. You need distance. I once kept a box of her stuff for months, thinking she'd come get it and we'd talk. She never did. One day, I threw it all out. That was the day I finally started to heal. So what's the final step? It's the hardest, but the most powerful. Let's not romanticize it. Walking away hurts. You'll want to text. You'll want to check their story. You'll want to believe they'll change. But here's the line nobody wants to hear. If you keep going back, you're not a victim. You're a volunteer. I relapsed 3 times before I finally blocked her. I cried. I felt pathetic. But the 4th time, I didn't care anymore. That's when I knew I was free. Here's what nobody tells you. You'll have nights where you almost call. You'll have days where you regret leaving. You'll have moments where you wonder if you made a mistake. That's normal. But every time you don't go back, you get stronger. Do this. Delete the chat. Block the number. Tell a friend you're done, so you can't go back quietly. A friend once told me, "You can't heal in the same place you got sick." That hit me. So I stopped going to the places we used to hang out. I made new routines. It sucked at first, but eventually, I realized I wasn't waiting for anyone anymore. If you're tired of being a backup, prove it. Comment, "I'm done." Not for me, for you. Stop being an option. Start being the standard.